Shalom, this is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim now pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be a quick lesson. All right, and this is going to be entitled, Don't Let Your Works Go to Waste. All right, and in this truth, we do a lot of works. Okay, we do a lot of works towards the Lord's name, and the things that we do, we and I'm talking about really brothers in Great Millstone and other brothers who may not be a part of the body of Great Millstone who are showing diligence. All right, if you have works, okay, then that's something to be grateful. That's something to be really, you can be proud of your works. You can be proud of your works in the Lord, you know, and because hey, that's what you call a righteous pride, you know, not a pride of wickedness, but you can take pride in your works for the Lord, right? Now, um, you know, we should uh, we should care about our works, and care about what we're doing, so that basically it won't be in vain, okay? Because we've seen the results of guys who come in this thing, and you know the scriptures say the word chokes them out. you know I believe that's the parable. Yahawashi said the parable of some seeds fell on stony ground and withered away. Some seeds got scorched by the sun. Some seeds, I believe, a vine or a thorn got them. so saying that to say that our works, okay, we gotta value our works, so that we don't they don't be pointless. A lot of men, their works are in vain. And I'll read this. This is Ezekiel 18 and 24. It says, "But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness, and committeth iniquity, and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All the righteousness that he had done shall not be mentioned, and his trespass that he hath trespassed, and his sin that he hath sinned, in them shall he die." So all these all this wickedness that this individual had done, I'm sorry, all the righteousness that this individual had done is basically null and void. Okay, because that's like if you have a well, I'll say this: if you have a good record in the world, you know, let's say you have a clean record in the world, well, it only takes one time, one felony, or one even misdemeanor that can taint your whole record. Okay, and especially a series of sin. You know, so if you commit iniquity, all the righteousness that you have done, it basically is corrupted. You know, and that reminds me of a computer, because you could have a good functioning computer. It has all the data, all the knowledge, and all the in our terms, it will be in our minds, metaphorically, that would be our knowledge. But on a computer, you would have all the data, you would have all these special files on your computer, right? But it only takes one virus to wipe the whole computer, and then you through. Then you got to go get a whole new computer, or erase the hard, swap the hard drive or whatever. So anyway, actually I'll go up, because I'll jump up to 21. It says, "But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die." So if we turn from our sins, which we've done, you know, and we've kept the laws, we've kept the Lord's statutes to the best of our ability, you know, doing things that are pleasing in the sight of the Lord. All right. And it says, he shall surely live and not die. Okay. So I'll keep going. It says, all his transgressions that he hath committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness that he hath done, he shall live. Okay. So it won't even be mentioned to you. All right. It'll be pardoned. The scriptures say, charity covereth a multitude of sins, which the ultimate charity is giving, feeding the sheep and giving to the body of YAHAWASHI. Okay, giving to the men of the Lord. That's the ultimate charity. You know, sharing wisdom, sharing the eternal bread, as Yahawashi said. Okay, but it says, all his transgressions that he had committed, they shall not be mentioned to him. In his righteousness that he had done, he shall live. It says, have I any pleasure that the wicked should die, saith the Lord Yahweh, and not that he should return from his ways and live? Yeah, and like I did the last lesson. All right, what was the title? It was I can't remember the exact title, but basically, you know, we should be teaching repentance. You know, we want people to live. We should want our people to live rather than die. Okay, have the mindset of them making it. You know, and not, you know, always have the not always have the idea that our people are the idea that someone is going to, you know, be judged because they don't get it at this very moment. But anyway, we read 24, you know, because verse 24, it says, but when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity. So you know, basically your works are null and void. And that's a fearful thing. And that's why I say we shouldn't let our works go to waste. Okay. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay. So give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay. So give, you know, make your calling and election sure. Don't, you know, continue to give diligence, continue to do more, because you're gonna get more opportunity of salvation. Okay, the closer we get and the more works you continue to do, the higher chances of your salvation. All right, and that's what it means to be sure. As a matter of fact, let's get that word sure. It's Bebios. It says stable, fast, firm. Okay, so stability. You can actually get stability in your salvation. You can get a firmness. It says trusty. So we can trust in our salvation. So build up your trust. Build up your like you have a trust fund. If you have a trust fund, which the scriptures say, and we do have a literal trust fund because the scriptures say store up your treasures in heaven. So that's all we're doing. We're storing up our treasures in heaven, and that's our spiritual trust fund. You know, we're putting all these, you know, righteous works into a bank account, and the Lord is going to basically, well, that's the talent, the parable of the talents, you know, and the laborers. You know, we're putting our labors with the Lord, and we're gonna receive that penny. Okay, but it says, um, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. All right, so you don't want your works to fall. First Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So our labor is not in vain. Okay, we got to remember that this is the most important thing. This is even more important than the president writing policies. This is even more important than hey, even the elites, you know, having meetings about their new world order plans. This is way more important because we're actually serving the Lord in righteousness. This is way more important, you know, and it's way more impactful, you know. But it says our labor is not in vain. So we can't let our works go to waste. We can't let our work be in vain. You know, always abounding, because you don't want to, be, you know, what do you call that? You don't want to decrease. You know, you don't want to decrease. You want to always be going up, up, up. You know, like if you're looking at a chart, you know, you should be going on a steady incline. Okay. If you're looking at a graph, you know that thing should be shooting up. Like Apostle Hart says, you know, we should be on fire, which is true. You know, we should be on fire for this thing and continue to push this word. And it says steadfast, unmovable. Something that's unmovable, you can't stop that. When you look at a graph, going back to the graph, when you look at a graph, that chart, that's unstoppable. It's going up. It's exponential growth. Okay. Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name. So this is not just, we're not working for, like I said, this is more important than working at your, this is more important than working at a CEO, what do we call it, Fortune 500 company. You know, this is more important than being a lawyer and working for the top lawyer firm. We're showing our works and our labor of love toward YAHAWASHI, toward his name. This is way bigger than anything. So this is a duty that we can't sleep on. We can't slack. We can't, just let it. Because let's say, all right, let's say you work for a top company, and then all of a sudden you just slack off. You just basically bullshitting on your job to where they fire you. Okay, that's it. At that point, at the point they fire you, that's it. You know, a lot of people after they get fired, they spiral into depression. Their income comes to a halt. So their resources, their riches begin to dwindle. All right, and really that job, the job, all the time, hard work and effort that they put into that job, it goes to waste because they got fired. They did, they can't even really put that on. If I'm not mistaken, when you get fired, you can't put that on your resume. Well, yeah, you can't because you need a reference, and if you have a bad reputation, if you have a bad if you have a bad rapport with that job, then you know basically you ain't gonna get a good reference. So all that works is to waste. All the time that you spent, it went to waste. It amounted to nothing. It says, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Yeah, so we can't be slothful. We got to show, it says, and there's that show the same diligence, that word diligence, to the full assurance of hope. And these are powerful words. It says, show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Okay? That assurance basically is just like that word, uh, what was it in 2 Peter 1 and 10? Sure. Okay? That word sure and assurance is basically the same word. Okay? And it says the Lord is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So the Lord is giving us a great reward. He's not gonna forget. He's not gonna, just uh, make our works disappear. And well, he's got to save the elect. He's got to save, according to prophecy, he's got to save the elect of 1/3, and he's bound to his word. He's bound to his word. So, and the elect has to be someone. James 2 and 14. It says, what doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have not works? Can faith save him? And this is another scripture. This is proven that faith and works go hand in hand. Because right here it says, Ephesians 2 and 8, for by grace are ye saved through faith, that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. So it's not about works. It's not about works only, but works and faith go hand in hand. It's not just solely about works, because there's going to be, and to prove that, there's going to be people, the scriptures say there's going to be, I believe, what's that, Romans, oh, no, not Romans, was that Matthew? I can't remember, but you have Israelites that are the elect that's going to come at the 11th hour. Okay, so they're not even gonna have the same. And that's going back to the parable of what, the bridegroom, or no, the he hired servants, or he hired workers. When Yahawashi, the parable where Yahawashi hired workers, but you had some that came in at the 11th hour and they got the same pay. So you're gonna have, just to prove that it's not about works, you're gonna have men that are gonna come, later and not having works, not having a lot of works, but they have faith. But those of us that have faith, we're gonna show works. Scriptures say, show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show you my faith by my works. So that's how you show your faith, is through works. Okay, and for us to have showed this much faith to the YAHAWASHI, and for us to just let those works, let all that faith that we built up, all that, all those good works, all those good, that's like if you, basically, we're the women of the Most High, right? That's like if we're doing all these things for I'm sorry, we're the women of Yahweh, we're the brides of Yahawashi. spiritually. And that's like, if a woman does all that she can to please a man, I mean, she does everything right. She, basically, just shows so much effort and faith towards him, and then she just out of nowhere just stop and just, she catch demons and just start tripping out. Well, that man gonna be looking at, he's not gonna be looking at, like, damn, well, she used to do, well, all you can look at is the current, all you can look at is her current behavior. And eventually you're gonna have to let her go. You're gonna have to be like, well, this ain't gonna work. Because all those good things that she did, all those great things that she, all those great characteristics that she had, it got overshadowed, by her transgressions. So, that was pretty much the point. I'll end off on that. Lord willing, you were edified, giving all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.